RMU Focus. I'm Austin Bechtold.
And I'm John Hanna.
Today is the second to last day of February, with tomorrow being the 29th. It's leap year.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. We were thinking the exact same thing, weren't we?
Yes, we were. It's almost like we talked about it before the show.
Yes, we did.
And last week at RMU, there were a ton of events going around on campus, whether it be sports or just, things going on. So let's take a look at some of those real quick. So we're going to start this off Wednesday. There was the Ross Hall Rager. Oddly enough, in the Ross Hall Lounge, hosted by Res Life, and they can learn and make healthy smoothies. So great event there. Tuesday was Mardi Gras. Bunch of events on campus, including Party Gras, also in Ross Hall, and Mardi Gras waffles and ice cream, hosted by my class, the class of 2022, the best class. And then on Tuesday, also from 4 to 5 in Hopwood, the School of Business and the Sport Management Association was hosting Long Live Their Legacy, a presentation on the history of Negro League Baseball by Joel Gray.
Yeah, that was a great demonstration that Joel Gray put on. Great production that the Pirates helped put together. I was at it and just learned about the history of just the Pittsburgh Crawfords, the Homestead Grays. It was just great to see, and great to see that Negro League Baseball is being appreciated, with this year being the 100-year anniversary, being created in 1920.
Yeah, it's a great way to, bring together the history of baseball, and just great showing all around.
So once again this week, A&E editor Garrett Roberts has some information for us for Humans of RMU on a local rapper from RMU that has been generating some buzz. Let's take a look at what Garrett has found.
To that meeting that they held in Hopwood, I think the 5th, and I wasn't there, but I seen a video, and I was just with a group of friends, and we were just complaining, like all the other students, and then one of my friends had an idea, is like, hey, it would be funny if you did a diss track, and I'm like, wait a minute, maybe I should.
You're hungry for money, you're changing the plan. You think we're some dummies that don't understand. I went to your games, you ain't got no fans. Enrollment is down, that ain't in your plans. Shout out to Tucci, he's been showing love.
My name is Mark Zaffron, and my artist name is Mark AZ. I started when I was 16 in high school. Just started playing around in my bedroom. Just downloaded a couple softwares and just see what works. And I didn't really take it seriously till around freshman year of college. But ever since then, it's just been constant learning and growth, trying to get better. Probably the number one struggle is noise complaints, because I like playing my music loud. And yeah, this people complain, it's like, yo, turn it down. It's like, I'm just trying to make music. Because after that meeting that they held in Hopwood, I think the 5th, and I wasn't there, but I seen a video, and I was just with a group of friends, and we were just complaining, like all the other students. And then one of my friends had an idea, is like, hey, it would be funny if you did a diss track, and I'm like, wait a minute, maybe I should. And then we just started chopping up ideas, and then it's it was a 3-day process. I picked out the beat. The beat I made a couple months ago, but I picked out the beat, wrote the lyrics in the same day, and recorded it. And then the day after, my friend Dean helped me film the music video. So shout out to Dean. And we released it the Monday after. So the connotation of diss track is more negative, but if it's used for a more positive purpose, I feel like that could start a talking point. People could start talking about actually trying to make a change for the better. And that's what I tried to do here. It wasn't what I was expecting. I thought people would hear it and take it as a joke, but a lot of people were supporting it, and that threw me off because I was expecting a lot of hate behind it. But everybody I talked to, they said they liked it, that they support what I was trying to do. Even faculty, staff, a couple of people reached out to me, even cafeteria employees. They were talking to me, like, yo, I really like your song. Even today in the caf, I had people come up to me. And so that surprised me a little bit. The diss track was just a one-time. I don't think I'm gonna be a diss track artist. I'm currently working on a couple singles that I'm gonna release within this month, end of this month and next month, and album at the end of the year. But as a producer, I've just been reaching out to local artists, working with as many people as possible, trying to get my name out there. On every single major streaming platform, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, under the name Mark AZ. And then social media, all my handles are the same, at Mark AZ Beats.
I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong. I'm just saying what everybody else is thinking. Tuition went up, but your standards are dropped. If we're talking about money, your flow might have stopped. You feed on our pockets, we don't got much left. Is what you're providing worth living in debt? They tell us get ready, been waiting a while. But waiting so long like I'm waiting for trial. I'm about to give up, man, the school is a mess. Don't care about students, it's all about checks.
Thing, if you don't know, is the proposed changes to the meal plan that RMU is discussing. And
I don't believe they're proposed anymore. I do believe they have gone through, but they did obviously host that event in Hopwood they was talking about. I saw the video too. It was insane.
Yes, I believe it was proposed at the time, though.
Yes.
When things were still trying to be discussed, but just great to see the buzz, though, surrounded with that video.
And the fact that everyone really responded positively to that is not something you'd normally expect to see, but good to see that everyone, responded positive.
Right.
I know the university even replied to him on Twitter.
Yeah, good to see the whole campus reaching out. But be sure to check out RMU Century Media for the latest in news, sports, along with arts and entertainment. Check out all the student-generated content at rmucenturymedia.com. We'll be right back after the break.
Awkward. I'm the awkward silence. You try to avoid me, then there I am again.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
Like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Because of you, I felt hopeless.
I know it was a joke, but it still hurt me.
Because of you, I felt wanted and not alone in this world.
Because you said hi to me on the first day of school, I felt included, and I knew that I was going to be okay.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
What are you doing in there?
What's that?
I wouldn't do that. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
Now, last Wednesday, actually technically, 2 days ago, was Ash Wednesday, which officially marks the start of the Christian holiday of Lent, which is 40 days until Easter Sunday. Nathan Galderisi spoke with Gary Slifke of Colonial Catholics on how Robert Morris students can observe Lent while still being on campus.
Challenge at a place like Robert Morris would just start Lent and then we go on spring break. Lent is a good way, and any spiritual discipline is to get into routine. And our world changes drastically, So I think there's get started with Ash Wednesday. We had a really nice turnout in the chapel for our Mass and our service. People came up really pretty much all day for Ashes. And then, that's a great sign that we're beginning this new season. Ashes kind of help us remember, that, we're mortal people. When we sign people with Ashes, you are dust and dust you shall return, and really undertaking this Lenten journey is really one of humility. And that's kind of how we put the ashes on our forehead. We'll be humble. So we just kick that off, and then we'll go on a spring break. It's really difficult, but what we like to do is encourage more service, get involved, soup kitchens, and go to the food bank and maybe do help recycle medical supplies, really focus on the poor. So we do all that in Lent. This year we brought back the Lenten baby bottle loose change drive. You get a baby bottle and you can fill it with change, and that gives the Choices Pregnancy Center. That's kind of the alms giving of your time and your talent. But really, the other form is prayer. We do a special retreat in Lent. Last year we did a twilight retreat. This year we're doing a busy person's retreat. Come up and meet with a spiritual director and a Lenten theme for 4 days. We'll have the labyrinth out. Campus Ministry has a new labyrinth that we'd like to walk, and pray. Of course, our liturgies, and then we do a rosary, focusing on the sorrowful mysteries. Take some time for that. Some prayer cards, special readings. We have books and that are available for free for students. Book Mother Teresa, 40 Days with Mother Teresa, connecting with the 40 Days of Lent. That's a new idea. I got a whole bunch of books, daily readings that we can give a book out for students. So, we have rosaries. We have everything that we can help make the Lenten journey a little bit more enlightening. Because really, Lent is a time of, penance, but also reflection. What is holding us back from God? What are we putting so much energy into that might be taking us away from God? And I think that's the whole point of pause. Pausing from our world and getting us ready for Easter.
So a big part of Lent is giving up something. Is there something that you're looking at giving up?
Well, John, to be honest with you, I do want to give up something. I just don't know what I should give up. Do you have any suggestions for me?
I mean, ice cream, eating chips. You can.
That's good.
I'm giving up soda pop.
I can give up ice cream.
I should really start giving up for cocoa, but it's a bit hard. But I'm going to start with the Lent, obviously, and then see where it goes from there.
If you give up something, it's always great.
Yes.
Or you could even do a service.
Yes, you could. That's always good. And obviously, no meat on Fridays.
That is true. Definitely follow that.
For the new home of student-run RMU Colonials coverage, head to colonialsportsnetwork.com for the latest and greatest in RMU athletics.
And coming up after the break, Luke Yost, Logan Carney, and Jonah Hoy will debate if pineapple belongs on pizza. You won't want to miss that, that's for sure. Stay tuned here on RMU Focus.
Was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
It took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90-mile-per-hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, read your lease. No pets allowed. My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You're still talking to your friends. It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone. You have the skills. Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
Welcome back to RMU Focus. This is the In My Opinion segment, the highly anticipated In My Opinion segment. I am Luke Yost, alongside me, Jonah Hoy and Logan Carney. Today we're going to debate what is probably the most heated argument in the newsroom for the past at least couple weeks. Does pineapple belong on pizza? Logan Carney, you're already shaking your head. You can go first. Opening statement, opening remarks.
Well, before
20 seconds.
Sure.
Shake hands. The gentleman's game. Logan Carney, you have the floor.
All right. Pineapples do not belong on pizza. First, there's many reasons that I'll get into later when I have more time. But, just quick sum up. Actually, it looks like I have a minute now. I thought I was going to start with
Take
20
the minute
seconds, so I'll take the full minute. So, a bunch of different reasons. First of all, the big reason is that it's cultural appropriation, all right? It was created by a Greek Canadian, and it's called Hawaiian pizza. It was not created by an Hawaiian, but it is appropriated to that culture, all right? So it is racist. Moving on, with the pineapple pizza, the superstar chefs Bobby Flay and Gordon Ramsay have both spoken out against it, the experts in the industry saying that it is horrible, that it shouldn't be allowed, that it mixes up flavors. Furthermore, the app Slice did a poll on it, found that 54% of Americans don't like pineapples on their pizza. So, majority of the people don't like it. The head chefs, the top chefs of our generation don't like it, and it is racist. There is no reason that pineapple should be allowed on pizza. It's disgusting.
All right, Mr. Carney, your time is up. Great job to close up on time. No, Logan Carney mentioned that the majority of people in the United States do not like pineapple on pizza. You're speaking for everybody else. The 46%, I believe it was. Jonah Hoyt, what's your argument for why pineapple should be on pizza?
Well, I believe pineapple should be on pizza because one, and I will give you this, it is an acquired taste, fruit and meat together, salty, sweet, not everybody's best combo, I understand that, but I truly believe that pineapple on pizza is the love story we've been waiting to happen. If you look at the ingredients of pizza and the ingredients of pineapple, well, not ingredients of pineapple, the fruit, the pineapple, how they originated in the Americas when Christopher Columbus and all the colonials started discovering these fruits and ingredients and then bringing them back to Europe, the whole triangular trade thing. Eventually, they came together. Pizza was created in the 1600s, became a staple of Italy, and then pineapple was a staple of everywhere. Everybody loved pineapple. It was delicious, and then eventually the two met and came together. If I will say something so daring that it is the When Harry Met Sally rom-com of pizzas. It is something that love and beauty and peace shared together with them, and I don't think it's racist. I don't think it's an abomination. I think it is beautiful and God's gift to green earth.
Thank you, Jonah. Thank you for your statement there. Logan, we're going to go back to you. If you have this time now to give a closing statement and give a rebuttal to Jonah Hoyt right now.
Jonah, I think to your argument, I think about how you mentioned, you're combining great things, and we should just accept it, because we like pineapple, we like pizza. I do too. I think back to the commercial from a Super Bowl not too long ago about a puppy, a monkey, and a baby. Now, we all love puppies, we all love monkeys, and we all love babies. But nobody liked the puppy, monkey, baby commercial.
That is a true statement.
So the pineapple pizza is the puppy, monkey, baby of the food industry. Everybody likes pineapple. Everybody likes pizza. Nobody should like pineapple pizza.
Thank you, Logan. Thanks for your remarks there.
But do you ever,
Jonah Hoyt, now your time.
Do you ever think that there were some people who did like the Pumpy Monkey Baby commercial? There had to be some people. Just because you think it is abomination, one person's abomination is another person's prize. Can you agree with that?
I can agree with that, but just because some people like it doesn't mean it should be kept.
Okay, well,
there's a lot of things that little amount. Sorry,
Logan, it is Jonas.
Think of it as like, I don't have enough time to say my argument, but I think it is a beautiful, wonderful masterpiece. I just think it is, and some people like it, some people don't.
Thank you, Jonah. Thank you. And, you guys both have written articles. They'll be published next week, so stay tuned to those. We will have more about this wild ride that we're on, about pineapple on pizza. Yeah, again, next week, RMU Social Media, keep up, even during the break, during spring break. But for right now, we're going to go back to John Hanna and Austin Bechtold. Guys, what do we have later in the show?
Well, thank you, Luke. Thank you, Logan. And thank you, Jonah. While I agree with Logan that pineapple doesn't belong, he's also, sort of ostracizing everyone that does like it. Right. Jonah made some great points there, like the When Harry Met Sally.
Yeah, I think that Jonah Hoyt definitely did a better job arguing, but in the end, I do agree with Logan Carney. I don't think that pineapple really should be on pizza, just because I'm not really a pineapple person.
I might buy some pineapple pizza just to spite him, because I love spiting.
I think we need some pineapple pizza in the newsroom just to be able to try it out and be able to see what's going on. But make sure to check out RMU Radio for more student-generated content, like my show, Baldwin the Berg, where Pittsburgh sports topics are discussed. And also check out the wildly popular Where's the News. Stay tuned for more here on RMU Focus.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Jason, let's go see your room.
How was it? Is it good?
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Welcome back. Megan Shandel is back for another week to discuss national holidays that are coming up next week. Let's see what Megan's got for us.
Hi, my name's Megan. There's a lot of crazy holidays that happen 365, and I'm here to tell you about the ones that happen next week. On the first day of March, you get to start the month off right with National Peanut Butter Lovers Day. You can celebrate with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or with some peanut butter ice cream. And don't worry, you don't have to celebrate alone because dogs love ice cream too. The day after, on March 2nd, is National Read Across America Day. You can celebrate Dr. Seuss's birthday by reading one of his books, but also reading with a child. The goal of this holiday is to encourage children to read wherever they may be, in a house with a mouse or in a box with a fox. March 3rd is a nice one. It's National I Want You to Be Happy Day. Now, this is a great opportunity to make a stranger smile. You could pay for the person behind you in the drive-thru, or you could just simply hold the door. March 4th brings us to a close. It's National Sons Day. Be a role model to the young boys in your life and definitely honor those who raise them. But the boys aren't the only ones that get this special day out of the year. Make sure to follow us on social accounts and RMU Focus to find out when Daughter's Day will be.
So, obviously some great days coming up. I love peanut butter, so I'm sure to be celebrating on March 1st.
I do as well.
And then March 4th, the day we'll both be celebrating. National Sons Day. Technically, we're both sons.
We are both sons. Does work out for us.
Yes, and coming up, technically not next week because it's spring break, obviously, but in 2 weeks, there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff coming up here at Robert Morris. So let's take a look at that. It's going to be starting on Thursday for Holi, the Festival of Colors. It's a great event. It's actually a Hindu festival that celebrates the beginning of spring. And I know in India they throw colors. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to be doing in Yorktown, but it's hosted by Res Life and the Center for Global Engagement. The Delta Tau Delts on Wednesday in the Colonial Cafe at 9:15 p.m. are hosting their Delt Queen Talent Show and benefits JDRF, which funds type 1 diabetes research. And then all next week, up in the third floor rotunda of Nicholson, Gamma Sigma Sigma is hosting a bake sale, hoping to raise funds for their program and just spread their message of, just what they do.
That's
here
awesome.
At Compass.
John, Hannah, I don't know what you think, but I love bake sales.
I do.
I don't know.
I have no money, but I love bake sales.
That's a good point. Bake sales are good for us because we don't have much money. We can just spend, low amounts of money to be able to get nice baked goods.
Yes.
But while we are on break, the city of Pittsburgh is hosting multiple neat events worth checking out. First up, Habitat for Humanity is hosting the play Murder at the Movies tonight in Monaco, PA from 6 to 11 p.m. Go support Habitat for Humanity of Beaver County and check out the interesting dynamics that the show will bring. Also going on is Pittsburgh Beer Fest taking place at the David L. Wars Convention Center this Friday and Saturday. Go try out craft beer from around the city. Finally, the Carnegie Science Center is hosting Cat Video Fest 2020, starting today and concluding on March 8th. This event will be interesting, to say the least, as it consists of hours and hours of cat videos to raise money for local cat charities. So, John, let me ask you, I think I already know the answer to this. Which one are you most intrigued about there?
Well, it's not the cat video. I'm sorry.
Not the cat video?
I'm allergic to cats. I know it doesn't affect videos.
I like dogs, so.
Yeah, I'm a dog person too. But my actual place to be is none of those three you mentioned. It's actually going to be Heinz Field tomorrow. It's going to be the 2020 Pittsburgh Polar Plunge, starting at 9 a.m. Now, it's a bit late to commit. You had to raise $50, and it's a bit late to do that. Jumping in an ice-cold pool outside of the stadium, but it goes to a great cause. It raises awareness for the 20,000 and more Pennsylvania Special Olympic athletes. And I actually participated in the 2018 one up home in Rochester. Yeah.
Nice.
I jumped into a lake. Guess how cold the water was?
I'm going to go with -5 degrees.
Not quite, then it'd be ice. But it was 39 degrees.
Oh my.
They brought in some, chainsaws, cut away the ice around Lake Ontario.
So maybe I exaggerated a little bit.
Yeah, ran in, ran back out. It was cold, but it was well worth it.
Yeah, I know Baldwin always would host one every year with Special Olympics. But speaking of Baldwin, my place to be is home. It's spring break, and if you are not going to a warm weather destination to enjoy the week, like, if you're going to see some of your friends on break, you should go see your friends at home or spend some time, like I am, with family and other friends that may have the same week off as you do from other schools that are returning home. It's also going to be a great week to just relax and recharge before the second half of the semester starts up. I think it's an important thing to do, and especially to just be able to hang out with the people that you care about most. What's wrong with that, John?
Nothing's wrong with that. When are you going home?
I'm going home in a couple hours. I'm going to be going home after my last class at 2 o'clock.
I would be.
Check out a fish fry.
I would be, but, there's been some snow, lake effect, wind and snow happening around Lake Erie, Pennsylvania. I blame Nick Hederick because he's from Erie. But, yeah, I blame him. So I'm going to be going home tomorrow if the weather cooperates. One more day here, see some friends like you, obviously before you leave. People like Mike Delahanty as well. So that'll be nice to do. But then I'll finally go home. I'll finally be, working at Wegmans, probably getting some money for later in the week.
Well, that's great. Stay tuned to RMU TV for a host of great programming. Mondays at 1, get your news fix with RMU Live. Wednesdays is a Jimmy Kimmel with an RMU twist with RMU Kidding Me. Keep in touch with the latest in Robert Morris sports with Colonial Sports Center, Thursdays at 9:30. And new this year is us, RMU Focus, Fridays at 1. Focus on everything Bobby Moe. Streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.
And that's really all we have for this episode of RMU Focus. We won't see you next week.
We will not see you next week. We will see you in 2 weeks, March 13th, Friday the 13th. But for everybody in the control room and down in the studio, I'm Austin Bechtold.
And I'm John Hanna.
Have a great break. We'll see you in 2
next
weeks.
Week.
He shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Jason, let's go see your room.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.